Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
And it's right. You don't have to wear a lot. There's no dress code here. How the heck are you? Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic Mother's Day. To all you mothers out here, and you know who you are, hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope your day is filled with love and appreciation for all the discomfort you went through. And I'm not just talking about that first 9 months. Anyway, we got the cool people showing up like Sarah. Mwah, so good to see you, hon. Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you here, hon. Hope everything's well. Hope Grandma gets better. And Nick Tockard and Brian Wenzoff, gentlemen, glad to see you there. Hey there, girl. Hey, girl. How you? All right, good to see you, Sarah. As always, I love it out of you. And Brian Wenzoff, hello to you, my friend. Hope everything's going well. That's right. Beware. Beware. You just don't know where Brian's been. And Rob Multari has joined us. Rob, glad to see you, sir. Hope your morning's going well. Let's tilt that up. You want to see the top of my fez or something close to it. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well this morning. We're having a good morning. I want to start off the show with some good news. Let me go over here and do an update on this. We have 10 hours to go in the Cat Dad and Supermom Kickstarter extravaganza. It's a great comic book against bullying with an all ages format that we've been championing for the last 3-4 weeks. And anyway, Rob was only going for $333, and he got, as of right now, $1,413. So everyone, when Rob shows up, make sure you give him a great big hand, okay? And he also was going for 100 backers. The reason for that is that a project tends to get a little bit more gravitas, it's taken a little more seriously. And Rob has ambitions to get this book, this comic book, into the hands of healthcare professionals who deal with the after effects of bullying. You know, this is more than just a creative endeavor for Rob. This is like a crusade, and I'm all behind it because, you know, who got through at least their school years without being bullied? I'm not one of them. How many people have been bullied as an adult? It happens all the time. So anyway, we wanted to give Rob a little help here, and he wanted to get that 100 people. As of right now, he's got 105 people. Now, having said that, I'm going to see if this will work. And there we go. All right. And what has happened is, my friends, is I have hopefully put in a link that will let you, in these closing few minutes of the campaign, allow you to become a backer. Now, yesterday I asked for $1. Now, today I'm a little more ambitious. I want you to give him $2. I want you to check out that Cat Dad and Supermom link and give him $2. Give Rob $2, because then you will get to read the entire issue in PDF. All right, it's a great thing, and we want to get him to 111. All right, it's a magical number. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're doing today. So, and Brian Wenzoff has something to say today on Reels and Heels. We are doing a Mother's Day special. We are honoring all the moms on the big and small screen. Very cool. And Brian, I hope you put in a link to that cool podcast of yours. Only 10 hours to go, and let's get into the triple digits of backers. Congratulations to Rob Anderson for the amount of money raised. Thank you, Sarah. I agree completely. He did a great job on him. And we want to welcome people like Andy Davis, who's a great guy. Glad to have you here. Harley Slavic, I'm especially happy to have you here. And Tyler Patrick, always a pleasure, my friend. And Meredith Logren, mwah. the goddess, the lady who makes this show look as good as it does, despite the efforts of its host. Anyway, thank you for that, Sarah. And good morning, Nevermorian, says Nick Tockard, and a better morning to you mothers out there. Seriously, thank you, Mom. And there it is. There's that link to CatDad01, the bit.ly address there. Just click on that link or copy it down and write it into your browser. And please pledge $2 to Rob Anderson. It just takes a minute if you have a Kickstarter account already. And again, it helps Rob. All right. I don't make a thing from it. I really don't. And anyway, not only does Rising Tide Publications endorse this, so does Brian K. Morris. Anyway, also we want to get something going here. Let's do that because we want to make sure that people have a chance to, while you're doing it and you're feeling in charitable mood, sign up for my monthly newsletter. The next one will go out June 1st, and we've had some changes the last week or so. We have had like one series of shows just cancel out on us. And apparently, I don't know what's happened with the promoter. I really don't. But anyway, the thing is we also had another one open up. So our October is fully booked now. But until then, it's pretty sparse. But anyway, you will find out where we're going to be if you sign up for the monthly newsletter, okay? And Harley Slavic says, greetings and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Thank you, Harley. Much appreciated. Sarah, he's in the triple digits. Woo! Yes, 105, which is what I predicted. Rob was going for 100. I was going for 105. Now Rob would like to set his sights up and go for 111. So 111. 111. That means we won. All right, and Meredith Walgren, good morning. Good morning to you, sweetheart. Hope you are having a splendid morning so far. Brian Wensloff has that link in. There we go. Reels and Heels Official. You got to go there. It'll be fun. And what are some of your favorite TV moms? Oh, wow. Mrs. C from Happy Days. Always liked her. Happy Mother's Day to all you muddas and those who take on the mothering role. I've been called that before. I've been called a mother before, but that's only half the story, Meredith. And noon Eastern Showtime, that's in 2 hours, Brian. Thanks for the math lesson, Brian Wensloff. Let's hope I'm off the air by then, right? Anyway, Sarah says, I'm signed up for the newsletter of yours. Great work. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what's new. Yeah, just picked up this is funny. I picked up a date I had to cancel before, but it got rescheduled again, and so I'm there. And not only am I there this year, I'm there next year. I've already booked for next year. I've already got like 2 or 3 dates already that I'm already at. I'm already... See, this is what happens. Hashtag real writer problems, right? Sometimes you get popular. You're known as a good guest, and so they ask you to come back the following year. And I am blessed that some people want me back. So that is very, very cool. I'm flattered and honored by that. Let's see. Oh, Facebook didn't send me all of my messages here. So anyway, Sophia Corneo Shook, glad to see you here. And remember, folks, as soon as we get a few more people in here, we will be reading the next installment of Santastein. All right, we've got that to look forward to. And anyway, had to say hello to Sophia. I hope we get Silcon in September. Fingers crossed. It's looking iffy right now, unfortunately, but if it happens, we will be there. I promise. Even if I have to show up in a hazmat suit. Oh, okay, now it's showing these things. Anyway, happy quarantine streaming. Thank you very much, Sarah. Everyone should try doing this. This is one. It's a lot more fun than some people make it look, and then at the same time, it's a little more stressful than some people let on. How's that for selling the process? But no, we have fun doing this, and it looks like right now, for better or for worse, we are going to be continuing to do this probably now at this point until July 9th. That's when my next potential show starts, because actually I've canceled out on one of the events. So that I was going to do because of one of the promoters. So anyway, we're going to soldier on, and you are too, and we're going to make this work, aren't we? And love for Sophia Corneo Shook, and much love to you, hon. And here we go. Want an option? If I get the ball rolling, would anyone buy a game console that has games on the floppy disks? That's right. Want to make a console that uses those? It would be a gaming device and nothing else. Well, let Harley know at harleyslavic@gmail.com. All right. He takes suggestions. And let's see. Kathy Young is watching us. Hey, Happy Mother's Day, Kat. Mwah, love you. Hope you and the family are planning some sort of really great celebration. Kat is a wonderful lady. She's one of the Mountain Gypsies, a wonderful friend of mine. And I miss you, hon. I miss you. I hope my travels will cross yours at some point in the near future. And let's see. And do we have, okay, are we caught up? Let's see. And you know what? Would someone like Unka Brian to read him a story? But first, we got to say hello to my girl. Good morning, aliens, mutants, and other interesting characters. Well, Cindy, mwah, good morning to you. CKOEPP.com. Check out that newsletter. Check out that website. Also, check out her Amazon sales page. She has got a bounty of imaginative stories, great looking books that you will need to have adorning your library. So please check out what she does. All right. She is awesome. Love you, Cindy. I hope you got my message earlier this morning. It's a good message, I think. So let's see here. Let's see. Okay. I think this is one. I think we're on chapter 5. So anyway, let's see. Oh, well, we got Kitty Foreman, Peggy Bundy, Lucy Ricardo, Marge Simpson, Pete, Martha Kent. Oh, Martha Kent. Clark's mom is hot. Reba Hart, and so many more moms will be on her. That's very cool, Brian. That sounds like a fun show. We'll try to make that. And Harley Slavic, if you want coffee mugs, then we will order one for you at Harley Slavic. Contact harleyslavic@gmail.com. So who would like to hear us, Uncle Brian, read us a story? All right. Well, we're going to do it anyway. As you know, this is Santastein. It is available on Amazon and on Smashwords.com in paperback and ebook form. But anyway, this is my first real paperback. The one before it was only ebook. But anyway, Santastein has sold on 3 different continents, and I get high marks for it, I'm glad to say. So anyway, we are on chapter 5. In previous chapters, Elizabeth Lavenza has seen that the village of Geneva is falling into the doldrums as the holidays approach. Well, she goes to get comfort from her intended fiance, Dr. Victor Frankenstein, who seems to have some sort of secret project he's been working on lately. What could it be? And then once he gives the girlfriend the bum's rush, Victor turns to his best and possibly only friend, Henry Clerval. And now they go to investigate a certain cloth-covered chair in the corner of the room. And we have a vote for story time. Thank you, Sarah. Just crawl up on Uncle Brian's knee and let him read you a story, okay? Here we go. What horror!
You're welcome.
Shush! That was my AI. Anyway, what horror, Henry asked melodramatically, have you unveiled? Nothing yet. With a grand gesture, Victor proclaimed, before I was so rudely interrupted, I have created more than just a living being. I have created Santa Claus. With this announcement, Victor pulled the sheet free of the chair with a flourish. Henry gasped, his senses spinning like a dreidel. Resting in the chair was a thing. One unlike any being Henry had ever seen before. Long, dark strings of matted hair fell onto the creature's collar and concealed most of his face. Scars and freshly sewn stitchwork ran up and down its hands like the carriage paths that wound through the mountains surrounding the village. The creature's clothing was red, threadbare in places and trimmed with ivory fur, but badly assembled and hastily sewn by an obviously unskilled hand. It was too tight around the thing's chest, and one sleeve almost covered one pale hand as the other one barely extended past the elbow. Victor announced in a voice too loud for Henry's comfort, I have given life to the spirit of the holidays, assembled from the bodies, as well as the wardrobe of the unliving. He caressed the creature's expressionless face lovingly, almost fatherly. The being raised its head slowly until its dull yellow eyes could meet Henry's. Victor's friend staggered back in disgust and silently gave a quick prayer for his own safety. He could see what appeared to be metallic strips driven into the creature's skull like spikes through a railroad tie, each one holding the creature's scalp tightly. The translucent flesh could not totally conceal the thing's pulsing muscles nor the relentless and rapid flight of its corpuscles. All Henry could think to say was, "Good God, what an abomination!" He rubbed his eyes as if the act could erase the unholy vision before him. "How on God's green earth did you accomplish this, Victor?" "I gave in to my youthful obsession, then relieved some of the local cemetery's burden of storing the freshly deceased." Victor almost sounded proud of his grave robbery, much to Henry's disgust. "I took the least decayed of the various body parts, limbs, organs, miles of intestines, and blood vessels. I stitched them all together patiently, marinating them in an alchemist's brew of chemicals, many of which have no true names." Victor turned towards his creation, gazing at it in the same adoring way he looked at Elizabeth a few months ago. Then, a few days ago, the weather turned warm for this season, and a lightning storm arrived. With those fortuitous bolts from above, I started my creation's heart and filled his limbs with the power of the Titans themselves. He stroked the creature's oily hair. "I saw it as an omen, a sign that the Almighty endorsed my venture." That icy grin formed on his lips once more. "And who am I to deny the will of the Supreme Surgeon himself? After all, didn't he give us fire, beer, and that awesome papa tuba music our parents hate?" "No," Henry growled. "A corruption such as this could only have sprung from the brow of Satan himself." With that declaration, the creature's features twisted into what had to be a scowl. With painful slowness, Victor's creation moved its misshapen head towards Henry. One corner of its mouth rose, as did its left hand. Hovering over his thighs, the creature allowed its bony fingers to fall, then rise only to plummet again, an apparent victim of gravity's cruelty. Henry gasped as the rusted gears of his mind turned. He turned towards his friend. "Look how this monster gestures towards its unmentionables. This thing is not only a violation of all the natural laws, it's a pervert." Victor chuckled and spoke with deliberate caution, choosing his words carefully, eliminating most of the ones above 3 syllables. "No, dear friend, my creation only wants for you to sit upon its lap and tell it your Christmas desires." Drawing himself to his full height, Henry stated with all the dignity he could summon upon such short notice, "My desires have no reason to be made public while sitting on another man's knees, despite all that you might have heard in the university dormitories." He took a cautious step backwards. "My senses reel at the thought of resting upon that patchwork lap." Victor looked at his friends as if he'd been physically stung by Henry's words. Pressing the moral advantage while remaining outside the creature's reach, Henry moved towards Victor. "To whom did that knee once belong? A rapist? A pedophile? A murderer?" Opening his lab coat, Victor reached into his pocket to pull out a leather-bound book. Henry could see the pages were worn, discolored from the chemicals, and some of the blood that no doubt filled this jigsaw monstrosity. The doctor flipped through the pages like a parishioner thumbed through his Bible, desperately attempting to find the priest's chosen verse before the sermon began. "Let me see now. Brains, coccyx, gizzard, heart, intestine, both large and small. Almost there. Larynx, liver. Oops, too far. Back. Knees." Victor pointed at the entry on a particularly bloodied page. That particular knee belonged to a novelist, one who specialized in irreverent holiday fare based on purloining plots from classic horror literature. He was also an avowed advocate for active alliteration. The ass. Cringing at the vile, corrupt source of the body part, Henry almost choked on his unbridled disgust. Okay, you're repurposing the scum of the earth now, but why in the world did you have this creature concealed in this room under a bedsheet? Shifting from paternal pride to schoolboy embarrassment, Victor rubbed one boot top on the back of his calf as if to shine it before an inspection. Well, he said softly, would you believe that I wanted to give Elizabeth her Christmas gift, and this was the room with the best light for wrapping it? At Victor's words, the creature grunted and raised a finger as if to call for silence. He fixed his gaze at Henry, his yellowed eyes almost able to count the beads of sweat upon the man's brow. Henry stared back, too frightened to run, his heart hammering inside his ribcage. The creature reached behind the chair, stiff muscles turning and joints popping arthritically. As his gnarled fingers made contact with an object concealed by the chair that strained to hold his weight, Frankenstein's creation nodded slowly. Still staring at Henry, the creature's lips moved upwards, exposing its yellowed and crooked teeth in a gruesome parody of a smile. As it pulled the object out from behind the chair, Henry's eyes widened in unreasoning terror. Elsewhere, Elizabeth began a night's worth of dreams, each one filled with unicorns and fluffy clouds made of spun sugar threads. Underneath a bright summer sun that winked at you if you stared at it for too long, she giggled at the curious sight of a dozen overweight men in togas dancing with various barnyard animals. Back in reality, Elizabeth took another sip from a bottle for which her fiancé was kind enough to write a prescription. In her nightmare fantasies, she felt no need to raise her hands to her lips, nor to cry out, not even when a squirrel wearing nothing but a rusted tuba and a smile presented her with a train ticket to the moon. What a lovely gift, she thought, hoping Victor was already on the train, waiting just for her. And that concludes our reading this week from Santastein, available on Amazon and Smashwords. So if you don't want to wait for the ending, go over there and snag a copy and reveal the ending to people you don't like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I've been having fun reading these to you. And Trilliana Bachman's watching. Wow, Trilliana, glad to have you here. Hope your morning's going well. Hope all is well in your household today. Happy Mother's Day to you and everyone else. And Nick Tockert, as part of the Mother's Day celebration, consider gifting your mother a copy of Coy Wolf, the Book of Shifters in New Orleans and Weaponized Hospitality, because nothing goes with a pleasant Sunday afternoon than tea and lycanthropy. It's true. And Nick Tockert has a link there. You can find that with amazon.com/author/Amanda Tockert. She's not here to toot her horn, so somebody's horn must get tooted. Let it be us. Anyway, is it my internet connection or did we lose Brian? No, Sarah, our tech expert Sarah says he's streaming fine here. And hello, Carl Witzman. Good morning to you. Hope our signal's reaching you in Danville. Hope all is well. Happy Mother's Day to you, my friend. And yay! Nice. Yay, Santastein. Glad you're liking it, Sarah. Seriously glad you're liking that. Like I said, that's my bestseller. And who couldn't use a laugh on this during these trying times? And let's see. And Rochelle Lester, almost missed you. Hope you're doing well. As always, folks, please tell me that you're here. Otherwise, I may not know because I've got a new platform here, obviously. Thank you, Meredith. And obviously, there are some differences in the old format. When we were using OBS, we kind of got away from it because of the difficulties Facebook was having with talking to it. So we switched to this, and it's been we miss a couple bells and whistles, but not enough to do anything to go back to it on a regular basis. Maybe once this is over, we might tie OBS into this and create some true magic. But speaking of magic, you're going to want to tune into Clever Title Pending this coming Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, because we are going to have two amazing guests. One is Teresa Dunn, who last year released her very first book of poetry and has done extraordinarily well selling that in person. She's barely left Keokuk, and she has got better sales on that book than most people get in the whole career. And also, we're going to have Rick Bradley, who last fall made a commitment to himself and to his friends that he would become a published writer and accomplish that goal in less than 6 months. So, if you have any ambitions of being a writer, or if you have any if you're wondering, okay, I've got one book out, where do I go from here? We're going to have a little talk, and you're invited. In fact, you're encouraged to bring your questions, because I'm going to run out of things to say eventually, believe it or not. And we're just going to have a nice little discussion. We'd love for you to be a part of that, okay? Carl Wisman just got back from the weekly scavenger hunt at the store. Well, how is it in Danville? Danville, Illinois? Are you still having trouble finding like certain items? Because right now we have, except for sometimes, quantities, if anything, and a lot of stores are, limiting quantities on some necessary items. But we went to all our local Aldi's the other day, and we found them fully stocked with meat, fully stocked with toilet paper, although they had limits on it. And I can't think of a thing that they didn't have that we didn't need. Eggs, milk. Now, the egg prices were up because, as you've been hearing, with the supply chain temporarily disrupted at the start of this coronavirus escapade, that prices rose because some things, went past their sell-by date and had to be destroyed. And so we've got like an artificial shortage right now, but I'm sure that's going to go back. Like eggs were twice as much as they were before the problem, almost 3 times as much as Aldi's. But we like Aldi's because one of Cookie's sensitivities is to things like monosodium glutamate, and they don't carry anything in the store that has monosodium glutamate. So yay, Aldi's, we love you. Kofefe, everyone. So anyway, I'm glad you survived the trip, Carl, and I hope you didn't have to kill too many people. But if you did, you could be like Alex Jones and have them for dinner lately. And I mean, have them for dinner. Anyway, Cindy Cap, I got a sneak peek at Animal Eyes cover. It will be fabulous. I will show y'all when I get a final. Yeah. Oh my God, Cindy, this morning I did a little, I volunteered my services to help some authors figure out why they're not getting the traction they do. And I found a couple things that I really want to get authors on board with that they might not know right now. And I've already gotten through a couple of them, and we'll be doing some more today. But I went through Cindy's. And if you want to see a beautiful authors page on Amazon, Cindy has an immaculate one, and she is doing great. And one of these times, I got to get her on Clever Title Pending. I think it would be great. There's several of you I'd like to invite soon, as I get through my current spate of invitations. Harley Slavic, if you are a fan of Father Christmas, we will order Christmas movies, music, toys, and other Christmas items for you at harleyslavic@gmail.com. That's it. He sure will. And Sarah says, Tuesday evening sounds exciting to hear and absorb info like a sponge as always. Sweetheart, get your pen and paper out. You're gonna have to have your wrist in a splint from all the notes you're gonna have to take. I'm serious. We're gonna get some people on the path of righteousness here. All right. And Mark Lerner just joined us. Mark, glad to hear you're doing well. Hope all is well this morning, and happy Mother's Day to your moms at the hospitality ranch there. All right, the B Bar B Radio Ranch there. Anyway, ramen noodles were nearly out, says Carl Witzman, with a sign that said it was in high demand. Since when? Who eats ramen if they have a choice? Well, it's funny. We just before this started, Cookie and I, we were looking for, it was when she worked like well into the evening. And sometimes she would come home not really starving, but just a little peckish, the kind that if you let it go, it's going to keep you up at night. And so we started getting ramen. Now, the thing is, I'm sodium sensitive. I had to cut sodium out of as much as possible like 30 years ago, because it was affecting my circulation and my blood pressure. And now I'm to the point where I'm sensitive. I can't go to a lot of fast food places because all I taste is the salt on things. But anyway, we started doing some things with ramen. We cook like one order, but we put like 1/2 of the flavor packet in and save it, like to put in rice or cook noodles in it or whatever, make sauces, because then I get the acceptable amount of sodium there. Plus we get the flavor we need. and it's real quick and easy. And then I would drop like some frozen vegetables in there once the water started boiling, and we're off to the races. It can make a really good quick dinner. So especially when you don't feel like it, but you got maybe 3 minutes to cook the appropriate amount of water in the microwave. So yeah, we've been using that for several months now, and again, inventory control. We made sure we had a supply of it when this whole thing started. Um, and but the thing is, it's cheap, it's filling, it's kind of like seeing those old films of the kids in India, with their little, they're starving to death, but their bellies are so round like a basketball, unfortunately, because they're eating just anything they can find. So anyway, that's why we have ramen here at the house. Greetings, says Mark Leonard. I'm trying to come up with a Mother's Day Oedipus Rex name. Oh my God. Well, remember Tom Lehrer had that song about Oedipus, Mark. Remember? He really loved his mother. So anyway, see, this is the value of a classical education. You can make more jokes about things and people may not understand. Anyway, plenty of toilet paper, though, says Carl Wisman. Yeah, I think for probably the last month here in Lafayette, we have not had any measurable shortage of toilet paper, except one time when we went to Gordon's Food Service. And they were down to 2 single rolls. We like the paper there, but we picked up some booster packs, so to speak, at Aldi's the other day, and again at we were in Dollar General just to make sure. I mean, only to give you an idea, it's not that we're not full of, because at least one of us is in this household, and so we. Hi. I was looking at you.
Yeah.
I made a joke at your expense.
Well, when I have milk.
That's true. When you have milk, that's true. She's lactose intolerant. She's Brian intolerant most of the time too. But anyway, no. Except for one time at Gordon's when they were down to like 2 single rolls of toilet paper, we've not had problems finding the stuff ever during this whole thing. And here we go. I poach an egg in my ramen. Yes, isn't that fantastic? That's good stuff. Now for a while, eggs were a little hard to find, but at least the single packs were. But like you get 18 and they're like to the ceiling with them. And we do a number of eggs, probably too many for our cholesterol's sake. But yeah, poaching an egg in your ramen, it's just like getting egg drop soup in a nice Oriental restaurant. And I was just teasing about ramen, of course. Well, of course, but it made for a lively discussion, did it not? No, ramen's not bad. I mean, I ate that stuff I would eat that stuff when I worked like at the comic book shop, or even when I worked in TV for a while. My chest itches for some reason. Anyway, but yeah, ramen's not bad. Now I would love to try some of the stuff I see in some of the Asian markets, because it's more than just shrimp, chicken, and beef like you see at Walmart or your local supermarket. But some of the sodium is just like lethal. I mean, I've seen some ramens that the salt content is like triple digits. It's like 140 times the amount you need every day. And that thing up, I probably would never get my pants on, which is my usual state of not wanting to. But anyway, but seriously, it's like I said, it's cheap eats. So for Mother's Day, says Sarah, I'm going to be doing extra cleaning for her. Oh, that's sweet. And Sarah's mom, I met Sarah's mom a few weeks ago. She's a darling. Do others have plans that don't cost money too? Great to do with money struggles. Oh yeah. And the thing is, I think most moms appreciate you don't have to buy them anything fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of money on, but just spend the time and show you care. I mean, that's how my mom was. But Cookie already called her mom in Buffalo, New York, and wished her well. We've been trying to increase the times that we speak to my in-laws, her parents, just because we ought to be nice kids that way. But but what is everybody else? What all are you all doing for the moms in your life? Carl Wisman, I sent Donna Carlene a note from Blue via Facebook for Mother's Day. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. That's very sweet. And Nick Tockert, I am very interested in reaching the next step on my publications. I may be absolutely grinding away on the hybrids, the Sons of Gods RPG, based on this amazing comic. I got to finish reading this. I'm really digging it, but I keep getting distracted. Imagine that. And OMG, the work Luke is putting out. How glorious. Anyway, I also want to never neglect my other projects, as my assorted revenue streams are tiny trickles, but it means the world to me. Well, seriously, that is the truth. You keep working on that stuff, and a little bit, it's like you get 25 cents here, 10 cents there, 5 cents here, 2 cents there, but you get enough of these streams going regularly, you got $1. So have at it, Nick. Seriously, and whatever we can do to help, you let us know. And we got to say hello to Rodney Fike. Good morning, Brian. Happy Sunday to you and yours. Hey, happy Sunday to you and yours too, Rodney. Thank you for being here, my friend. And we also want to greet Eric Hawkins. Good morning. And he's got that Zomboful World of Oz campaign still going. Let me check on Rob's here. Rob Anderson's. And for those of you who came in late, and you know who you are, with 10 hours to go, Rob has made his goal of more than 100 backers. Okay, this gives him a little bit more gravitas when he goes to healthcare professionals to see if they would like to carry his comic book to help their clients. See, that's kind of a crusade of Rob's. He's a very, very devoted father, and I'm really proud of him for that. But we've got 10 hours to go, and I'd really like to see that get over 110. I've been chanting earlier 111, 111. I'd love to see that 105 go to 111, 111 people backing it, because numbers have magic, and I believe that's a prime number. But anyway, it sounds good, doesn't it? Anyway, 111 backers would be so cool, have so much symmetry. So please, we need 6 more people. And yesterday I was saying just spend $1 and be a backer. Well, let me sweeten the pot, but at twice the money. Yes, for $2, you back this project. $2 will get you a PDF of the comic Cat Dad and Supermom #1. An Elefart never forgets. It's funny. It is great. I loved it. And seriously, we want to see that thing rise to 111 backers. At $2 for 6 people, that's only $12 more. It's going to give him a splendid $14.25. And if you see something you like in there and you want a little bit more, and check out some of those alternative covers from Mike Seeley and Josh Lyman and Luke Stone, our friend Luke Stone, who's a frequent guest on this show. And let's check out the Zomboful World of Oz for a progress report with 17 days left to go, with 98 backers. 2 more for the Zomboful World of Oz will get him an even 100. He's Eric, God bless you. You have 3188 in the bank right now on Kickstarter, and well done, young man. So proud of you, man. That is great, and I want to see that go up. I really do. And okay, and so anyway, good morning to you, Eric Hawkins. Thank you again, Rodney Fike. And Meredith Lawgorn goes, my mother gets a phone call. I'll leave a cheesy, half-hearted message, and she won't return the call. It's not traditional, but it's an annual event. Fun, right? I'm a tingle just hearing about it, Meredith. Wow, that is very cool. That is, you're a good daughter. You're a good person. And Rodney Fike says, congrats, Rob. Seriously, Rob Anderson, we all congratulate you on behalf of every Nevermorian. And thank you to every Nevermorian who helped Rob and is helping Eric reach their goals. I'm so proud of you people. But yeah, it's like going back to Meredith, it reminds me of when Candice Bergman was hosting Saturday Night Live, and she did it on Mother's Day, and she was singing that M is for the many things you gave me, and then it became like O is for the other things you gave me, T is for the 1,000 things you gave me, H is for the 100 things it just went on like that, and everything you gave me and the rest you gave me. So that kind of reminds me of that. What was the line from there also? She gives you life, so you give her a scarf every year. And so that's how it works. I believe that's how children are supposed to respect their parents, right? And Ted Davies says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Ted. Hope you're having a great morning. And Ted is bringing the covfefe. That's a good reminder. I don't mind if I do. Okay. All right, Sarah is 111. That's right. That's our number, 111. Carl Wisman says, I do the same type of thing with my spoiled daughter on her birthday. Oh, Carl, you are a true humanitarian. I'm so proud of you. And this is probably a good thing why I don't have kids, because if they had my taste for revenge, my major holidays would be a hell stroll on earth. But anyway, let's hear what the rest of you are doing for Mother's Day. And, if you're going to do something nice for your wife, let's ruin the surprise right here. So anyway, also want to talk about real fast OnCon, which is an online substitute for regular conventions, which for many of us are drying up like spit on the Sahara, And the thing is... so some of us are working to make sure you get the convention experience. And so we're having panels every weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central Time, bringing you the experience of going to a convention and filling your head with useful knowledge and not having to leave the house or put on your pants. And you not only are keeping America and the world safe by not spreading the coronavirus, you aren't catching con funk, which is probably 100 times worse. I've had it a couple times. You'd have to die to feel better with con funk. I don't know what that is. Where's the CDC with con funk, right? Anyway, this week, just a couple of the three of the subjects are Monday. How do you make a better convention? We're going to throw around some ideas and hope some convention promoters are listening. But anyway, it's stuff that you can suggest to your local conventions if you have an in with them. And then Tuesday, OnCon will have how you can ruin your comic book creating career. I'm sure there'll be a lot of venting on that show. And Cookie's smiling and just saying, just stay the course, Brian, stay the course. Right? I got a good comic book career. Yes, I do.
Yes.
I have published one comic. It was a success.
Yes.
Yes, I'm associated with others, so I'm also leeching onto their collective glory. But anyway, hi Eric. But anyway, but seriously, no, it's that there's certain ways you've got to behave in public, and certain ethics you should hold on to that some people don't think they need to, and they get dinged for it, as well they should. And so that's going to be Tuesday at 4 p.m. And then Friday, the future of the comic industry will be discussed on Friday afternoon at 4. And, of course, Wednesday and Thursday we're going to have OnCon, but I didn't write those days down. I probably should start. But anyway, please join us. And also there's a chance you could join the conversation if you ask Rob Anderson real nicely. But it's a fun show. And on weekends, there's a whole bunch of freewheeling comic shows and discussions that just drop in on OnCon. You never know what they're talking about, and it's always. But one thing you can be sure of, it's going to be entertaining. Carl Wisman says, "Wait a minute, we don't have to put on our pants? Dang it all! Not on my account, Carl. You just keep them knees exposed to the fresh air and sunshine the way God meant it to be." And Cindy Kep says, "I'm back. Yes, chatting with the publisher on Animalized cover. Beautiful, beautiful. I love seeing that. See, even on Sunday." Business goes on, like today I'm writing a story for Charles F. Milhouse, and I'm excited because I'm doing something a little different in my writing, stretching a little, if you will, and trying to forward things here. This is crazy. Now, Meredith, do you ever get this thing where you look and then suddenly other comments appear before the one you just read? That's crazy. Anyway, or maybe I'm losing my mind, which is a viable possibility. Anyway, Ted Davies says, out today, Albino Zulu, book 1. Get into the Wild mini series for $2 with a digital copy, or for $3, you can get a mini comic plus delivery. So check out Ted Davies Artistry and message him on paypal.me. which we'll have something up on that for our own PayPal later. Now, Eric Hawkins says, lost a backer yesterday. but that is only the second one in 2 weeks. I will consider that a win. Eric, it can't be as bad as the one we lost 2 years ago. See, Kickstarter, I urge people, it's a great way to distribute comics and books and products as long as you don't mind carrying the stuff to the post office. Some people consider it too much. I don't. I'll make 2 trips to the post office if I have to make my people happy. But anyway, Eric was helping me on my Soul Kickstarter campaign 2 years ago for the Ghostly Tales of Spencer Spook comic book. And we had someone who pledged. Now, many of you have heard this story before, so please bear with me. But for the newer people here, they pledged $50, which was not one of the levels that we had established. And we thought, well, good, this is nice. And then I noticed a couple days later, he raised that to $500. And we were something like 71% towards our goal. And Eric and I are just like, wow, this is awesome. So I wanted to reach out to the guy and thank him for his support. And I noticed he was also pledging to like 360 other campaigns at the same time. And I'm like, something wasn't seeming right. My spider sense went off. It wasn't tingling. It went into full scale fire alarm buzz. So anyway, waited a couple days more, and then the guy pulled his pledge completely. And I decided, well, I'm going to reach out and see what the heck is going on. And I found that his 360 campaigns, some of which he had pledged like thousands of dollars to a particular to certain campaigns, suddenly he was down to like 6 or 7 campaigns with minimal bids. And we're like, wait a doggone minute here. And so I wrote Kickstarter. Kickstarter doesn't really have much of a mechanism for dealing with people who do this sort of thing. And I don't know if they still do, Eric. Maybe you could enlighten me. But at the time, they had like a little badge you can get of like a super backer that I guess gave you some sort of privilege with Kickstarter. Well, apparently, and I did some research and found out that a number of people just back projects just to get that little sticker for whatever purpose, whether it's, some sort of, goodie thing, some sort of glow or whatever. But be that as it may, I reported him to Kickstarter and I detailed everything, took screen captures, and basically built a pretty strong case against him. I noticed about 2 or 3 days later, he was gone. And I don't think, and you found no trace whatsoever of his campaign. Unfortunately, there are some black hat dealers on Kickstarter, and you'll find them everywhere. But I think also the best thing to do is shine the light of truth on them and get them exposed as the really terrible people that they are. And let's see. Oh, here we go. Carl says, okay. Carl says, come on, leather chair. I'll keep the pants. Just get leather pants, then you have the best of both worlds. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I will take that, Eric. I would take that, especially. Hopefully, it wasn't for much, man. And things happen. I mean, I've had friends back off of my. We lost a couple of people in my Kickstarter. I've seen it with other Kickstarters I've been an editor on or an admin, and it happens. Sometimes things happen in life, and you have to cut back. And entertainment and other things have to be taken to account, unfortunately. So, it is what it is, but we soldier through anyway. But you're still doing great, Eric. I am so proud of you. And Lonnie Johnson just joined us. Lonnie, glad to have you as always, my friend. Happy post-birthday. Hope your day's going well so far. All the best to you and that mother in your house, that the one, the only Jessica. Much love to her on this day too. Here we go. Rodney Fike says, hey, Brian, we had our first podcast last night. It was pretty fun. Great. Oh, cool. It ended with technical difficulties at the end. Welcome to this world. But we still got 38 minutes of talking shop. That's fantastic. I'm going to check that out. Thank you. Thanks for your advice yesterday. Once we got rolling, the nerves dissipate. Check it out on hasm.com or on the Art of Rodney Fike. Excellent, Rodney. I'm so proud of you, man. That's great to hear. Now, here's a little something. Here's more advice you probably don't need. But consider doing it at the same time every week. All right, I'm not saying do a daily show like this one, because only fools do that sort of thing. That which makes it basically me and Rob Anderson. So anyway, so yeah, do it regularly and see what you can do to build your audience, and don't be afraid to let me know, and I'll see about uh, bringing some more people to your page. Okay, and there we go. You got your first cheerleader. Yay, Rodney, says Cindy Cap. And speaking of cheerleaders, there's one of ours. It's Morning Brian, Andy, Shaggy, Corey. Good morning, and a blessed Mother's Day to you and to everyone. I hope your whole family is planning on celebrating today. All right, good to see you, Andy. Hope you're doing well. Ah, all right, man, that's so great. I'm just so happy for Rodney. And anyway, it's good to see you, Andy. Hope your morning's going well. So yeah, it looks like a quiet morning this morning, which is fine, which means you guys may get to go. You guys may get to leave school early here. Anyway, oh, and you see a crawl across the bottom. That's the place where you can sign up directly for my newsletter every month. And also you can go to risingtide.pub, and there is a space on the page where you can sign up to join my mailing list. Now, every month we talk about where we're at with our business. Maybe give you a little guidance to how you can get yours moving in the right direction, hopefully, after we make all the false starts for you. We're nice like that. We're the sheep running across the minefield of business just for you. Wait for the explosions. But we also have a list of shows that we're going to go to and places we're going to be, and also secret links. People love the secret links because this month we had a bunch of them. We normally have 2 secret links, and they're usually towards the bottom, and that's where I sometimes stick like the special offers. Like we've had free books, we've had heavily discounted books for my readers, and we also have news and updates on what we're up to before anyone else finds out. So please check out the Rising Tide newsletter. The next issue will go out June 1st, probably around 5 o'clock. And you can sign up at the address on the crawl on the bottom, or go to risingtide.pub. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Oh, yes, okay. All right, thanks, Cindy. And morning, Andy, says Rodney Fike. Glad to have everyone here. And speaking of Eric, did he tell you guys I'm being stalked by Darth Mickeyus the Conqueror? Oh no, is that one? You see like Batman with that silhouette, with the wings and the pointy ears and everything. Does this one have like 2 round? Looks like 3 circles for a head. Is that the one? What did you do, Andy? What did you do? And here we go. Fun books, says Cindy Kip at smashwords.com. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. And please don't forget, while you're at it, check out ckoepp.com for the most fun newsletter in the industry. It's bomb diggity delicious. It is. And so is Cindy Kip. And check out our Amazon sales page. Holy cow, one-stop shopping for some amazing reading. Oh man, those covers look great, and I know she is going to be well represented in those books. I'm so glad to see that. Thank you, Cindy. And Eric Hawkins, check out Nerds from the Crypt podcast and my interview on Podbean. I love Nerds from the Crypt, and the nerds go behind the mask. Let's play it. And there it is. Well, if I had thought to load it, I could have done that here. I could have loaded a snippet from your program. That would be fun. But anyway, check out Eric Hawkins on Nerds from the Crypt podcast. That was on my list of things to listen to today while I work. And Eric you're going to be on Niall Scala's show again, the crowdfunding show soon, I believe it is. And yeah, we got it. We should, Eric and Andy, we had a good time. I did, at least, when we did that one show for CyberCon a few weeks ago. We had to do it another night on Clever Title Pending if you guys have the time. Let's talk that out, okay? And Rodney Fike, let's see. Oh, here we go. There's more stuff. I subscribed on Rising Tide yesterday. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you sincerely for that. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me, and we hope you find yourself suitably entertained. And you see, that's the thing. We, in the course of a couple years that we've had the newsletter, we took about a year off because we caught that virus, that one virus that says, "Oh, we'll do it next month." It's like I'm putting it off till tomorrow, which never comes. And finally, we got off our butts and started doing it again, and retooled it to be more what we want. And that's the nice thing about what I do, what Cindy does, Andy, Rodney, everyone here, Eric, that it's okay to screw up the first time. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to push something into the open. Pardon my nose there. I'm not supposed to touch my face. Okay, sue me. Anyway, but no, it's easy enough to put something out and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But you fix it. You learn from these things and you fix it. And yeah, I've had friends drop off of my subscription list, and that's fine. We're not for everyone. But you take these things and you learn. You look at it critically, and you figure out what doesn't work, and you tinker with it. And that's why I'm very happy with my newsletter. And Amy Hill, I have her to thank for this. She found out something about her newsletter that I realized I needed to do in mine, and I did it, and my subscriptions started going up. I got more recommendations for people. So also, if you're on my subscription list, please, I would appreciate if you send people my way. We are trying to grow this platform for the benefit, not just ourselves, but for others. Because we also regularly have editorials in my newsletter, guest editorials. This month's was pretty much a wash. No, actually, I wrote it because I got so wrapped up in other things, I forgot to ask someone to do it. So anyway, so if you're interested in having like a couple hundred words in my newsletter, just let me know. We'll talk. Anyway, seriously, so don't be, there's a thing called paralysis by analysis. Don't overthink things. Think about it a little, which is sometimes more than I do. But otherwise, just put it out there and then learn from what it is and make it better. Next step, we're going to pull her on there. Wait a second. Here we go. There we go. Here too. And that's me. Holy cow. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. And then there's this lunatic. Oh my gosh. That looks familiar. Entity author. Oh my goodness. I think he wears a fez or something. Man, you got to watch out for that guy. Thank you as always, Cindy. You are the best. I appreciate you so much. You really don't know how much. And Andy Shaggy Corey, I don't run across the minefield. I eat a bunch of beans and ask someone to light my farts. There we go. There's a man that's using some industry there. I'm telling you. Plus, providing a healthy light show. Kids like fireworks. Anyway, Carl Witzman, everyone must be tired today. Pretty quiet here. Or are they writing in the background? Maybe. Let's hope so. If I find out everyone's doing something creative right now, I can't get real upset. No, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. And everyone is being a mother. I mean, being with their mothers. And Cookie chuckles. Did I slip that in there, honey? Oops. But anyway, no, I understand on a day like this. It's like, when I broadcast like on a holiday, like Thanksgiving, like I do my annual Thanksgiving show. Excuse me, and hope no one shows up because they're doing something with their families. That's about the only show that I really have that has a goodly number of people show up for it, which is good for me, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. But anyway, and the thing is now, and also we've made this show easier to find because we are not only on my profile page, but we're also on our, let me stall while I try to get to the sophisticated graphic that Meredith Walgren gave me. We're also on and maybe if I get rid of some of the comments. Okay, there we go. Check out my YouTube channel. We are starting to populate it with new material, and hope you enjoy it. And we're going to be posting some really new videos, some how-to videos on writing at this level. And hope you like what you see. In fact, I'm working on research for a piece right now, probably the first piece I do. So check it out and notice that unique camouflage, because I didn't know how to spell camouflage at the time. I should fix that. Anyway, that is where we're at on YouTube. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot. And there I'm back again. And I got to figure out how to do a fade. Jump cuts are okay, but I got to figure out how to do a fade on here like I could with OBS. Here we go. Let's get some more people here. And okay, and Robert Beatty, we just saw you sneak in. Robert, glad to have you. Happy Mother's Day to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And Cindy Kemp says, to err is human. To really mess things up, you need a computer. That's right. Look at Colossus, the Forbin Project. That proved it. They're going to rise up in our sleep and kill us all. Thank you, Cindy. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to all you moms. And is that your mom there, Robert? That is a cool picture. Thank you for sharing that with us, brother. Hope you're doing well today. And here we go. Nick Tucker says secret links and extra content is key. I know on Friday's live stream on the Historical Fencing Guild channel on YouTube, I got roped into posting my secret Galacticino recipe on the Patreon link. Oh, well played, young man. Well played. And I still have to get my soda bread recipe to you. I haven't taken the time to do that. And I'm cooking munchies for next week. Ooh, cool, Cindy. Very cool. That is awesome. And Michaela Jade, author Michaela Jade, how you doing, darling? I'm glad to see you here. Hey, y'all, can you help me build my group called Authors Learning to Market Themselves? That's a great page. I'm on there regularly. Go there anyway. But yeah, Michaela Jade has got, please help her build that page because it's a page that'll help build you as a writer, as a publisher. She's got lots of great advice on there every day. I found I'm in the middle of researching something right now, Michaela, that I think a lot of authors, once I get it written down, they're going to need to know this stuff. I think it'll be very useful for everyone. Because that's what we do at Rising Tide. Glad you're here. Happy Mother's Day, Michaela. Happy Mother's Day to you. And Andy Shaggy Cordy goes, on social medias, I had a slew of friend requests from the evil rat overlord. Not that I didn't mistype that. I meant fiend. A fiend request. I missed that. A fiend request. My outspoken behavior toward Disney is what has become more than apparent, and they are coming to get me. Well, be careful what you say about him, about the mouse around Eric, because Eric is now their zombie thrall. Okay, and he will turn you in. I know he will. I'm probably in trouble just for making that comment about the 3 circles, right? So anyway, which I believe is a satanic reference. But anyway, they're all pentagrams. That's it. Mickey Mouse. You take the shape of 3 pentagrams and they form his head. Oh no! Anyway, stay safe, Andy. Stay safe. Right arm. Anyway, Nick Tucker said, my phone glitched. Did you say boobs or booze? Well, just like the song says, these are a few of my favorite things. So yeah, just fill in the blank there, Nick, and you're sure to be right. Andy Cordy says, even sent Eric a message asking if he turned me in. Do you think he's going to tell you? Come on, he didn't get to be one of their chief espionage agents by blurting out all the answers to your security questions. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just ask him for his PIN number? You got a better chance of getting that. Carl Witzman, anyone else here use Lulu? Since the website got updated, it's all messed up. Can't even tell if we had any sales. When I go to a particular book, it doesn't show correctly, and search is all messed up. Going to Amazon, I don't blame you. Lulu is good for what it is. And you can do hardcovers there, but my problem with it is the price is so prohibitive on hardcovers that even if I had what I felt was a good market for it, I'd be a little hesitant to try to post there, But I know some people like David Atkins have done well on Lulu. But the thing is, Amazon is the 500-pound gorilla in the room, and it's that for a reason. That they are the biggest. They are the biggest store. They're bigger than Walmart. They're bigger than anyone. So, it would not hurt you to cross post to Amazon. You can also upload directly to Barnes and Noble. I say it can't hurt. And if you need any help, Carl, I am but a message away. Okay. I would love to help you on that. I really would. And hey, Rodney, says Andy Shaggy Corey, careful. Don't identify the people in the resistance here. Okay. And either one, Nicholas, drank. Sarah's internet must be out or she's ignoring me, one of the two. And yeah, says Robert Bay. Well, she's a lovely woman, and she created one great friend of mine. So I'm glad she's here, and I'm glad you're here, or at least she was around. And Andy Shaggy Corey, jump cuts, isn't that when you dive naked into a swimming pool full of double-edged razor blades, just like the Weird Al song it is? Jump cuts is a term where it's like a very sudden, smash. I think they used to be called smash cuts too, but it's basically 3-2 scene change, whereas what we could do on OBS was we could kind of fade into the next shot, which I find a lot more comfortable on the eyes. And there's probably a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out yet. Uh, which is probably most of my whole thing with StreamYard, but that's just me. And good morning, Brian and fellow authors. Teresa, hoping you were going to show up. Teresa's going to be one of my guest stars this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on Clever Title Pending. We're going to talk to her about the secret of her amazing sales, what it's like to be a first-time author, and what she's doing to forward her career from there, and to take your questions, all right? And she will be appearing with Rick Bradley, who is also a new author, and it's going to be a good conversation. We were looking forward to having you with us as well. And, well, it was nice to meet Andy before he got disappeared, says Carl Witzman. You can practically hear the helicopters now, can't you? And feeling great. That is super to hear, Teresa. I'm so glad to hear that. Teresa's been feeling under the weather as of late, and we're glad you're back to full strength again. Hope it maintains. And author Michaela Jade says, interesting. I've been trying to find new or better ways to make the group better. I want it to be a place authors think of first for info or advice. Yeah, seriously, it is a super resource for that. And maybe we'll just keep working at it. I'd love to be able to help you, and because I like checking in there. It's a great place. And ear. He's listening. Told you, he's listening. And maybe author interviews would help my group. Well, yeah, seriously. Michaela, you could try something like what I'm doing. And StreamYard's pretty easy to use. And especially since I know you did one live broadcast on Facebook. Facebook's kind of changed its dashboard a little, like it has one now. So I found it, and OBS, which is the video switching system I was using, were not talking well to each other. Darn them to heck. And so I decided that I would, try doing things through StreamYard. And thanks to people like Meredith Logren and Rob Anderson and Eric Hawkins and Carl Witzman. He's been helping me, very encouraging, the man is. And we've been making this happen. So, the thing is, maybe somebody will be listening that could add to your group. You never know who's listening. Anyway, Eric Hawkins, trying to find an ear emoji to represent me listing for Lord Mickey, and I typed ear twice. Me, boomer. Okay, boomer. Boy, that feels good to say that to you. He mocks me because of my advanced age and wisdom. Anyway, who hasn't been amongst us in 15 years? I appreciate the compliment, my friend. Well, even more so, I hope she's looking down from heaven and smiling at what a wonderful man she gave birth to, okay? And tell her to introduce herself to my mom. Mom's here. She's sitting, actually, this will probably lose some viewers, but my mom's with me on this week, and she's sitting about 6 feet away from me in an urn. But I am blessed to have a new mom in Cookie's mother, who has been very patiently trying to raise me for about 29 years now. There's only so much the poor woman can do, raising her son-in-law and her husband. So anyway, my father-in-law is me in about 20 years. And when I say that, tears start to well up in Cookie's eyes. But anyway, let's check on the Rob Anderson thing. Rob must be in church this morning because I think they're letting him congregate. But anyway, with 10 hours to go, Rob Anderson is still at 105 backers. He's got the money he needs. No argument there. He's fine. And mom, go introduce yourself to Brian's mom, Beverly Morris. If she sees her up in heaven, just tell her she's got a friend. Okay. Thank you for that, Robert. That is cool. That is sweet. That really is. But anyway, seriously, Rob Anderson, I know who's listening. Always listening. Wachowski, always listening. There we go. Oh, who says they aren't out to get you, right? Anyway, if you do it right, the right people will be out to get you. But seriously, and that was a Monsters, Inc. reference. Well played, young man. Well played. But seriously, getting back to Rob Anderson, and let's see if I can do this. I don't know. Let's play with one of the controls I haven't played with here, and it's not doing anything. So hold on a second here. No, that's not. Is that it? Hold on here. Nope. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, wait. We may have it here. Hold on here. Share. See. Oh, did I figure it out? Did I figure? Yes, I did. Holy cats. Meredith, look what I just did. Anyway, that is the current page for Cat Dad and Supermom on Kickstarter. And as you can see, Rob only wanted $333, which is only half of that number that's mysteriously tattooed at the edge of his hairline. But he's got 1413, so you see he's got his money. He's got his money, and that is so cool. And thank you to everyone that helped with that. Now the thing is also, and let's see if I can do something else here. There we go. Are we getting fancy now or what? Anyway, Rob has 105 backers on this. Now you're thinking, okay, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, he's over 100, which is kind of a magic number to get other outside agencies to take you seriously on this. And what Rob would like to do is take this incredible Cat Dad and Supermom comic of his and put it in the hands of professionals, not comic book professionals in this hope of work. Okay, he's the independent creative devil. He doesn't need to lower himself to work for any of the big companies. But anyway, the thing is, this hand, Brian, thank you. What he's done, what Rob Anderson's done, in all seriousness, has crafted a splendid all ages comic book. That means, if you are in your, teens, you're going to dig, you like comics, you'll dig this book. If you are in your 20s, you'll dig this book. If you like the Archies, if you like funny animal comics, this is your book. If you're my advanced age and you're just looking for something fun to read, this is my book. And anyway, the thing is, it's got a great anti-bullying message, marvelously delivered with beautiful art by Raheel Mozan. And Rob wants to put that in the hands of some healthcare professionals, and they will take it seriously. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me on that. As long as he gets over 100 people, which he's got. But we'd like to get it to 111. All right? Because that means we won. And there's still time to do that. Go to catdadandmom.com or bit.ly/catdad01. All right. And we will put that link in the mess. Let's see if they'll. There it is. So click on that link there that I've provided, and on both the Book of Faces and on YouTube. And please share that. We've got 10 hours to go. I want to get Rob up to 111 people, if not more. Okay, so thank you very much for indulging me. I'm going to keep that going there. I am so tickled I figured that out. So anyway, let's see. Let's catch up with your comments. And here we go. Brian is playing with controls. Grab hold of something, everyone. Newsflash, missiles are raining down on Switzerland right now. Authorities are puzzled as to who did it. Oops. There was something about 105 people behind it. But anyway, Meredith Lachlan, yay, Brian is graduating from StreamYard school. I don't know if I can do it again, Meredith, but I'm self-high fives. You guys got to see that, huh? How was that, Meredith? How was that? And Nick Tockard says, Brian, just to let you know, you were on the big screen as the only news that matters. Thank you, Nicholas. And I'm grateful to be acknowledged as the information keeper of the nation and the cheerleader in chief. And Cindy kept rock on, rock this. Oh, yeah. Brian didn't screw up. If something happened, this is the one time it isn't Brian's fault. And here we go. I would lower myself in a second to work with the bigs, but only on my terms. Rob, I agree with you completely. I've said for years that if Marvel were to hire me and they say, well, you want to work on an Avengers book? Do you want to work on one of the X-Men? Say, well, can I have Night Nurse from the 70s? I love Night Nurse from the 70s. It's a great romance book. And I'm digging romance books right now. We need more romance. But yeah, it's like, I would do that too. I'd be a terrible employee at Marvel or DC, I'm afraid. I'm a terrible employee anyway. And I like the Doctor who's swirling blues. Yeah, were you responsible for that, Rob? I mean, that's beautiful. I love having that back there. That was so cool. And let's see if I can get that going. Yeah. Or we can. Oh, that didn't work. Let's. Brian's playing with the screen again. Oh, there we go. And there we go. See, you can read it better now. Brian's just over here where he belongs. It's like the mouse found me and I'm in the corner because I've been a bad boy. Andy Shaggy Corey says, whoa, the picture kept changing to people in Winnie the Pooh masks holding children at gunpoint while Brian was messing with whatever thing he was trying out. Oh, I talked to Eric. I want to know where Eric was while this was going on. And let's see. And don't forget there, folks, if you came in late, there is that link. Cat Dad, and it's endorsed by Rising Tide Publications. How cool is that? At CatDad01, that's HTTPS. That's a secure logon, people. Secure /bit.ly/CatDad01. So please, there are people out there who probably don't want this anti-bullying message, forwarded. I say phooey on them. I say let's back this just to spite them. All right. Seriously. So please check out that link. Please go to CatDad01. Use that bit.ly address. Use the link that we've provided on YouTube and on this page so that you can and put it in the hands of somebody who could use it. Give it to somebody young, and it's a book that I promise you can give it to them and not have to worry should they read it or not. All right. And Sarah says, I'm going to share Rob Anderson's spectacular work with my therapist and the whole building to get it in their hands, and probably schools, as I know some teachers as well. Beautiful, Sarah. Thank you. My, that's beautiful. Love that. And this is where the Nevermorians come together and do what they do best, and that's support worthwhile projects like this. And folks, I'm serious. I am not wanting to take any undue credit seriously for this, and Rob's been very gracious about thanking me for this, but the real heroes are you. Seriously, it's you guys and gals who stood up, made a if I can figure out which hand to point with, made a strong statement saying, we don't stand for bullying. We stand for creativity. We stand for positive messages. We stand for Cat Dan Supermom. So all of you who pledged for this project, thank you very much. You are the heroes on this amazing Mother's Day, okay? And Andy Shaggy Corey, 101 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Yeah, the thing is, there's two lonely people there, but there's nothing between them. Anyway, Cindy Cap says, "Oh, would you like to play? Oh, would you like to play a game? Oh my goodness! Cookie and I just Cookie and I just did something that we haven't done since we were infants. Anyway, thanks for that reference, and someone get me a mop. Anyway, your YouTube channel dropped. Did it break? Did it break? I think we're there. I have no idea. Is this a good thing, Nick? And Andy says yes. Oh no, he said yes. Well, I like yes. That's a great group. John Anderson's a terrific vocalist. And Carl Wisman, when he messed with the controls, I was expecting a scene out of the TARDIS crashing. That's right, folks. Look out. And I still see him on YouTube. Brian, we need to get you up to 50 subscribers. You're at 33. Ooh, I'm up to 33. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And flash the YouTube link. You want me to flash Meredith? I thought that was just between us. Anyway, oh no, I know what I gotta do. I'm learning this stuff, Meredith. First of all, I must reluctantly take your message down, very reluctantly. And now we are going to go to this thing, and then we're going to do this. Please subscribe. There is my YouTube channel. I would appreciate your patronage on there. Like I said, I am going to be doing some instructional videos on there. And I think it'll be good for any sort of creator, not just books, but comics, whatever you got going. But my first one, I'm thinking specifically, I am going to be doing some research on an aspect of on Amazon that I think a lot of people are woefully ignoring. And I'm really looking forward to getting, let's see, can I? Okay, now. Anyway, we'll put me back on the screen. Anyway, thank you, Meredith. Thank you so much. And I would appreciate it if people would sign up for my YouTube page, because we promise there's going to be some good stuff on there. Plus, you might get access to some music I find quite fun to listen to, and we hope you will too. But anyway, let's see. So anyway, we will refresh Cat Dad and Supermom's screen later and hope that he got some more people. But please, right now, please go to CatDad01 on the bit.ly address that we have provided so that you can back this. Remember, $2, just $2 sends a strong message that you support no bullying in schools or anywhere, and that you dig all ages comic books, and that you support independent creativity, and you want to get Rob Anderson up to at least 111 supporters on there, okay? And let's see here. Here we go. Let's go back, and thank you, Meredith. Thank you so much. I'd love for 50 people. And also, Meredith has a YouTube channel. Meredith, please flash yours, if you would, please. Anyway, that was satisfying. Anyway, please flash your YouTube link, because we got to get her to 100. All right, that's my goal. And thermonuclear war, that's a game everyone loses in. All right. And why did a Max Headroom face pop up with a darkened figure being abused take over the screen? Are we? Do I have my Cinemax link up? Sorry about that. Oops. Andy Shaggy Cordy says, Cindy kept turn keys clockwise on my count. 3, 2, 1, turn. Oh, see, now this is where people come together, turning the keys, right? And I got that reference, Nicholas. Oh yeah. And Carl Witzman saw it live, says Nick Tucker. Eric Hawkins says, hey, wait a minute. Brian bullied me too, but more zombies in my last book. Yeah, so do as I say, not as I do, Eric. No, he was lacking one zombie. And, there are Federal Trade Commission levels here. Eric could have gotten in serious trouble were it not for me. Okay, I'm the guy who bailed him out. I could just see the Pusha helicopters hovering above his home and calling him out, saying, "You lack one zombie. It's time to get clapped in irons." And I don't care if you are Walt's. If you have volunteered to shave your head off and have Walt's frozen head put on your body. And Robert Bay says, please keep your clothes on, Brian. Okay, fine. If you don't sign up for Robert, if you have not signed up for my YouTube yet, please sign up for my YouTube channel, or I will strip naked on here. All right, you are now. And suddenly YouTube collapses under the weight of people signing up for my page. Anyway, Meredith says, you don't have to wear pants, just don't stand up. Don't stand up. Too late for that. Anyway, it muted all of a sudden. Maybe it's my internet. Well, no, I'm green on all my lights here, so we'll find out. And the mouse muted him for badness. Could be. The mouse can't quiet me down. Well, not even good taste and propriety can quiet me down, come to think of it. I refresh. Never mind about the muting. No. That's another show. Never mind about the muting. You can have that show. Never mind the Furthermore is what this is, Meredith. You can't see it because I've got part of your dialogue there. But yeah, it's Never Mind the Furthermore. But I appreciate the confusion. They get confused for each other all the time. It's kind of embarrassing, really. But anyway... So like I said, there is Cat Dad and Supermom, and really hope that let's see if I can do something here. This is gonna be fun. Let's see if this works. 9 hours to go. It worked. And we're still 105 backers, which is still pretty darn awesome. And again, take a victory lap, people. Take a victory lap, Rob Anderson. You made it work. All right. And I signed up using my wife's account a couple of weeks ago. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right. So I'll keep my clothes on, maybe. And that's the time when Amy Hale shows up. Good morning to all. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Happy Mother's Day to you, Amy. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Glad to see you here as always. And let's see here. Carl Wisman said, never mind let's see. Come on here. Come on. That just shifted all of a sudden. All right. Here we go. Yeah. it's like, hold on a second. Some of these comments are appearing from Facebook after I have moved past them and I didn't see them. Okay, here we go. Nick Tucker, I have to find that clip for my drunken rant. Oh, definitely. I need that myself. And let's go. Oh, there we go. Michaela Jade found me on YouTube. See that little red icon at the corner of that distinctive, lovely M? That means she found me on YouTube. And would you please subscribe, Michaela? That would make me happy. Thank you, darling. And Carl Witzman says, Nevermind the Muting is the same channel as Nevermind the Ball Gag. Was that channel good for you too, Carl? Meredith and Rob, I think we know where we have to host our next show together. So anyway, here we go. Moving back, step back from the man, keep your hands in plain sight. Been working on my book quite a bit, says Sarah. Love seeing that. My book is becoming like the movie Jumanji. Derp. Careful of things happen out of the blue. Yes, I think I can tell this without doing any spoilers. Sarah has been letting me in on some of the aspects of her first book. Folks, first book. Is that not cool? Is that gal not cool or what? But anyway, the very first book she's writing, and there's stuff in there that is seriously the headlines are mirroring what she has put in there. And I told her, why don't you write about winning the lottery? I think that'd be a lot more handy. Cindy Camp, have you heard the latest? Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube are going to join forces. The new platform will be called UTwitface. And I dig that. How about you, Cookie? Cookie approved. Cookie approved. Anyway, that's great, Cindy. Oh, that's awesome. And Carl Witzman is genuinely impressive, even if it did originally interfere with my late night British sci-fi routine on PBS. Oh, that's great. Andy Shaggy Corey whispers into the microphone, I ate the last of the soda bread today. I hid it in the back of the refrigerator behind the jar of mayonnaise. I hid it in the corner, taking small bites and stuffing it in my shirt sleeve. The dog smelled it and came running. The family came running shortly after. I had to put them all down, including the dog. The dog. Why did it have to be the dog? Sobbed softly into the microphone. Oh, God. I love you, Andy. You're awesome. Okay. And go, Rob. Go, Rob. Go, Rob. Yeah, from Cindy Cap and us all. All right. Michaela Jade, I did subscribe. Does that mean I'm your sub now? Yes, it is, darling. Don't tell Andy. Not this one. Yours. Anyway. Drink, everyone. Trust me, drink. Anyway, yep, ball gag. Need a cigarette now, says Sarah. Suddenly, this is turned into the Tuesday show, people. On a Sunday morning, you people are animals. On Mother's Day, too. Yeah. Oh, my God. You people are sick. No wonder I love you all so much. Anyway, Amen. And Chris M. Mackey has joined us at the wrong time. Chris, we've gone straight to hell on this Mother's Day. Hope your Mother's Day is going well, sir. Glad to have you here as always. So I'm still stuck on Michaela's comment. Anyway, Amy Hale says, speaking of, I'm reading another children's book tomorrow night. Oh, God. I'm covering my mouth, but not for that reason. Amy Hale has been reading children's stories the last couple weeks. And see, this is where this talent I've developed is like speaking, but reading a couple words ahead. And I got to the next line. It's like, okay, let's give this the gravitas this deserves. Amy Hale says, speaking of, she's reading another children's book tomorrow night called Put Tony's Nuts on Your Mouth. I think those are words to live by. Anyway. Cookie is now on her knees praying for both you, me, Michaela, Sarah, Andy's okay because he's just murdered his family. That's okay. Anyway, hashtag Chris Mackey, team hashtag Wolf Vet in the house. Well, Chris, it is good to have you here. Welcome to the place where the Morris Monsters madness goes on. So glad you're here, Chris. So glad you're here. We need all the help we can get. And oh, fudge, I just finished editing a chapter. Now my laptop is frozen. If you would stop putting it in the icebox, it doesn't help. Seriously. And Carl Witzman says, yep, we're sick. It's okay. Yeah. I'm perverted. You're perverted. It's okay. Anyway, we all this and Sarah, BDSM talk. I'm liking this. And of course, who should be next in the comments but Meredith Walgrim, wondering why she's associated with us now. And I had a huge here we go. This is perfect. What?
Can I make a small interruption?
Yes, you may, Cookie. Make a small interruption. Yes.
Andy, check your Facebook messages.
Cookie says, Andy Shaggy Cordy, check your Facebook messages.
Thank you.
Thank you, she says to me. Anyway, I had a huge Brian package reveal, and you can follow her on her YouTube channel while you're there. Yes, if you have not seen Meredith lovingly fondle my package, and believe me, I enjoyed it every bit as much, if not more, than she did. She made sure her hands were cleaned thoroughly before and after. Anyway, Meredith has a great video about the package that I let her have, and Cookie knew it. And her life has never been the same. She's been very fond of me for some reason ever since. Anyway, Meredith's YouTube, go there, give that video a like, and give that page, subscribe to that page. You can become Meredith's sub next. Anyway, Chris Mackey, hashtag Team Cookie, hashtag Team Fez, hashtag thank you, Chris. You are the best. I appreciate it. And but what kind of animals are we, Brian? Dinosaurs? Says Nick Tockard. Well, given the subject that seems to pop up every now and then on this show, and we actually introduced it on OnCon this last week. And I haven't been on since. This is probably not a coincidence. So yeah, dinosaurs. What kind of dinosaurs do you fantasize yourself being? We will have a psychiatrist standing by to analyze your responses.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Yep. Anyway. Andy Shaggy Corey says that's how they get to be mothers. That's right. And Nick Tucker says, so you have Cookie on her knees. Guess it's time to finish up the show. Well, we like to have every show have a happy ending. Sometimes it's ours. And Sarah says Meredith mentioned she couldn't put Brian's package down until it was finished. Well, yeah, you got to finish what you started, right? Yeah, I think that works. It worked for me, at least. I hope it was good for her. And I am resending now, says Andy Shaggy Cordy.
Thank you.
Thank you, she says. See, business gets done. Commerce must move along. Forget what the government's doing. We, on the independent level, we are going to get stuff done, and we are going to rebuild this country in our image. Here we go. Cindy Kemp asks, you want the bad guys to get a smack upside the head? Then check out that book down there. That's Amazon Book Reviews. No, it's not Amazon Book Reviews. Made Less Impossible. That's the original Skyman, Battle as the Master of Steam, my pulp adventure novel. If you love Indiana Jones, if you love Sky Captain, if you love The Rocketeer or The Phantom, or any of the classic serials of yesterday, you will love that book. Nazis get boots to the face. You'll be there to see it if you get the original Skyman, Battle as the Master of Steam, available on Amazon. Thank you, Cindy. And here we go. And Michaela Jade says, I like dinosaurs with big, long necks. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like a good stiff neck every now and then, right? All right. If they got a neck, then give them heck. Anyway, now the show is... and Andy Shaggy Cordy. Oh, we just tweeted a photo. Thank you. From someone I know. Anyway, popped up, drink. Andy's got it now. I swear we're all going to drown. Now you know why I have to race to the bathroom after every show, because somebody on here gets naughty. don't have a word with Cookie about that. Anyway, but Cindy, I like Bad Boys. Oh, Nazis, okay, as you were. Oh, but we got a guy with big boots that allow him to move silently. So when he smashes the Nazi in the face with his boot, it hurts. So anyway, no, it's a good book. I'm proud of that book. And Carl Witzman says, I hope Master of Steam will be available at SilCon if they have it. It will be, Carl. I should be getting, in all seriousness, I should be getting a reorder this week. And once we get a reorder on most of our books, I will be having sales again. So, so hopefully you'll be working it. Carl, we need to talk PM because I did my sale. I think maybe if you've got you and Donna have inventory on hand, maybe we can discuss you doing something too. And Carl, maybe I'll have you come on some Tuesday night. We'll have a drunken rant together. How does that sound? Anyway, Sarah says so much to drink. Yes. Water everywhere, but so much more to drink. All right, there's an image you'll never erase. But anyway, but Andy's going to bring us back down to earth with a very important message here from EmpireComicsLab.com. And seriously, Andy, I'm glad you said that. Anyway, Empire Comics Lab, they do great books like Cemetery Plots, which is a love letter to the classic horror magazines of yore, like Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror and House of Mystery. Anyway, great stories in these books. And I'm going to be in issue 4, but you can get the first 3 issues right now. Go to EmpireComicsLab.com. And while the coronavirus is going on, they are making many of their publications available for download that you can read and enjoy. So please check it out. And I am so proud to be a part of the Empire Comics Lab's inventory and a big cheerleader for them too. I will be at PenCon in St. Louis with our favorite guy in the Fez. Michaela Jade is going to join me at a table, and we are going to have hijinks and fun galore and probably make complete buffoons of ourselves, but I'm used to that. But anyway, I'm seriously looking forward. I don't share a table often, but I invited Michaela because she's so much fun, and you will have fun too. Please come see us. That's September 11th and 12th at the Red Lion Hotel, 400 South 14th Street in St. Louis, Missouri. Go to pendcon.com for up-to-the-minute information, and hopefully we're out of lockdown by then. And hopefully I'm really hoping our timing is right in September, because I've got 2 of my favorite shows in September that hopefully if we can avoid a further lockdown and the so-called dreaded second wave, that we can get together. I miss you guys. I miss my hugs. I mean, yeah, I hug Cookie all the time, and she's like, let go of me. But no, I miss my con family. I really do. I love talking to you guys, gals here. But being with you, that's the best part. Seriously. Sounds good. Drunken rants. Carl, we got to fix that up. We got to we'll set up like a three-way, if you will, with another author. Maybe you and Donna, and maybe bring somebody else in, and we'll have a nice little discussion on writing or whatever on some Tuesday night. We'll have to work on it. Sarah says, fingers crossed that SilCon stays without canceling, or we can have our own as discussed. Yes, one way or another, just like Blondie said, Sarah, it will happen. Amy Hale, I can't stay, but I wanted to say hello. I hope you have a wonderful day. Amy, I do now that I've seen you. And we got to talk about that project soon, I think. And I think I've got some information you might need to know about sales and stuff. So anyway, it couldn't hurt you. You probably know it already. But anyway, hope you have a great day, hon. And loved having you here. All my love to the family, and happy Mother's Day. All right. And Chris Mackey. Chris Mackey said something, but we don't know what it is now. It doesn't show up on my screen. Sorry, Chris. I'm glad you're here, though. And Michaela Jade, I might even get to go to Wild Deadwood Reads in South Dakota next year. Oh, cool. That sounds neat. And Michaela Jade likes 3-ways. Well, we'll have to bring you on board then, won't we? And loved all the hugs a couple of weeks ago. Yes, Sarah, and I had to deliver some stuff. I wanted to deliver a care package to Sarah. See, Sarah gets a package from me too. There's enough of my package to go around and make everyone happy. Anyway, but no, I loved all the hugs too, Sarah. You give as good as you get, and it was great. And we are we're gonna make that a regular event. You know what I'm saying? So and we all followed all the protocols. I let her rub me down with hand sanitizer once we were done. So anyway, let's check on Rob's total here. I'm as curious as you guys are. Are we still at 1413? Are we still at 105? Yeah, we're still at 11413, but that's awesome. That is so cool. So anyway, that is awesome. And again, thank you to everyone who has supported Captain Supermom. All right, I have to think about how to point now. I have to think of myself as being like in Hollywood Squares. So anyway, thank you, everyone that supported Cat Dan Supermom. Thank you to everyone that's supporting Eric Hawkins and the Zombiful World of Oz. I'm proud of you guys. I really am. We put out the message and you respond. And that, how can we not be happy about that? That is great. That is so cool. So anyway, where are we at? Let's see. All right. Well, while we're waiting for another message to come through, you know what? We could take this so that let's do this. I think all right, we'll kind of move out and there we go. All right. You know what? I think maybe we will let everyone, it'd be a good thing to do. Let y'all spend some more time with your moms. And if you haven't called your mom, give her a call. Moms like that. Or just at least think about her if our moms are no longer with us. Take a moment or two and remember all the good times. All right, make the memories golden. So anyway, real quick messages then. Let's sign this off then. Why don't we? And we'll let you get back to your Mother's Day. All right, and thank you again. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Across the bottom of the screen, you'll see a crawl. If you like what you see here, whether you're watching on PayPal or no, we'll get to PayPal. Whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on my profile page or Rising Tide or the OnCon page, please consider sending a little bit of a tip. Every dollar you send for that will go towards the appearance of this show, the videos we plan to produce, and the look of our publications. Not a penny of it is going to go to buying me a pizza or buying a new cell phone or buying like Air Jordans or whatever. It's going to go into what you see and hear. All right. So please consider a donation at paypal.me/Brian K. Morris. And I thank you for your consideration. And let's see. We got a few more messages and then we'll launch into it again. Okay. Sarah says, can I get the link to the Zombiful World of Oz again? Eric, can you provide that? I might be able to. Hold on a second here. Anyway, let's see. Let me see if I can get to it. All right. And there we go. There's Eric's, and he's got 98 backers. See, Rob, you got more than he does. And 3188 is his total there. Let's do this. And let's see. Copy. And then we're going to go to StreamYard, and he'll probably get it long before I do. But anyway, there is that. Hit the chat button, and there is your link. There is your link, Sarah. Use it in good health. So anyway, let's go back here. So I hope that works. Please, excuse me. Please give a couple dollars to Rob Anderson so he gets up to 111 supporters. And please also support Eric Hawkins as he goes to unlock his next stretch goal, which will be awesome. And let's see if we can put that up on the screen here. And there we go. All right, there we go. There is the link to the Zombiful World of Oz. And please check it out. And you see Eric has done so very well. We're so proud of him. But check it out, please, and give generously to that great comic book. Rob Anderson said, so I said this somewhere else. My goal is to get to Congress to talk about bullying. That is the mission. I dig your mission, brother. All right. And there we go. Amazon, Brian K. Morris. Thank you, Robs. Thank you so much for your support, man. As always, you do so much for me. And Goodreads, don't forget I'm on Goodreads too. Thank you again, Rob. And also on Smashwords, where you can get my books. Please check them out. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so very much. And sorry for being late. My sister needed my help with home repairs. Rob, I knew you had to have a good reason. But anyway, given what you do, I'm going to wish you a happy Mother's Day too, Rob. You do it all, seriously. And I know Jax is a better guy for it. And I know we are because of your efforts. Thank you, Rob, for everything you do. All right. And Cindy Kep, do you like science fiction, fantasy, and game lit? And if you don't know what game it is, this is a good way to find out. If you like paperbacks, Cindy Kep has them, and she can sign them. And she'll give discounts for multiple books. So check it out on Amazon. Drop her a list of what you would like her to autograph and send you, and see what price she shoots to you. Okay. Anyway, that's a great idea, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. We got to promote that more often. And here we go. Let's see. I just shot past everything. All right. And Cindy Kep says, tip for the day: do not iron clothes while wearing. Maybe that's what that itching is about. Oh, man, I wish I'd read this yesterday. Thanks, Cindy, for that life-saving advice. And Eric Hawkins, of course I can. The Zombie World of Oz #2, No Rest for the Wicked, is on Kickstarter right now. And as you can see, it can still use a little help. That next stretch goal is going to $4,000, and I'm excited to see that. And already Eric has unlocked, three levels, one of which was an extra story by me. All right, isn't that cool? You'll love it. It's kind of creepy. I get channel my inner creepy. And here we go. And Rob Anderson says, thank you all for the support, whether backed, shared, or cheered on. And are you free at 4 p.m. today, Brian? I want to do a show about community, and I would like you there as you are a part of mine. I will see. I'm Rob. I may have to go visit someone and drop off some supplies to them. But what?
Nope.
We don't.
Don't have to visit.
Okay. Oh, we don't have to visit. Well, I'll see what's going on. I will try to be there, Rob. Thank you very much for your invitation. I appreciate that. Don't forget, that's the OnCon Network here on Facebook, where you can watch recent back episodes of Nevermind the Furthermore and Clever Title Pending. Thank you, Rob. I will do that. And Sarah says, thanks, Sarah. Thank you for everything. All right. Eric Hawkins says, my boss was asking me what I was going to do with the money from Kickstarter. I said I won't make much after fulfilling, but it goes back into the business. Yeah, that is the way to do it. I don't know, except for like a Marcel Dupree, I don't know anyone that's really getting rich off of Kickstarter, that's for sure. But it is a great way to finance books, and even better, it's a great way to build your community of followers, of fans, of admirers, of people who will help you, and you can help in turn. I think it's the new distribution route. I really do. I say to heck with Diamond. I say yay Kickstarter. That's where I'm going. And sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter. It is the bomb diggity. And after you do that, I'm going to return the favor, Cindy, because I adore you. Go to CKOEPP.com. See Cindy's name there? Take that first initial and that last name, put a .com at the end, and check out her page. She's got some amazing books. It's a beautiful website. And you can sign up for her newsletter, which you'll love mine. You will worship hers. Hers is awesome. It really is. And here we go. It moved. It's at 83% transfer, Cookie. Okay. She says she's a happy girl. You made her happy, Andy. And Cookie is in red too, as she is part of my community too. Hashtag keep Cookie home. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. That means she's invited too. Okay, I was going to say she's in red. No, it's kind of purple and navy, I think. Although she's wearing her Superman pajama pants, that's kind of cool. So anyway, I will let her know. She'll probably appear on your show. She won't do it on mine. Anyway, and Andy Shaggy Cordy says it should be there, Cookie. All right, thank you, Andy. We do appreciate it, Andy, and we appreciate you, brother. EmpireComicsLab.com for the best in comic books, along with Rob Anderson's, who's got the best in comic books, and Eric Hawkins, who's got the best in comic books. Anyway, what a day, huh? Anyway, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy here. And what about that background? Please think of Meredith Lawgren and give her a thanks for what she does for me. Aside from fondling my package in public, she is responsible for a lot of the look of this show and the fact that I am here. She and Rob both, and they've both done a lot to make this show a better one, closer to what my original vision for this show was. So anyway, we're gonna kill that and get to the full screen because I want your attention. Anyway, so I'm thinking, and it's about almost 10 till. It'll be 10 till by the time I finally shut the hell up. So anyway, check out the Oncon Network here on Facebook. It is a wealth of information for creators, not just comics, but of all kinds. Also, check out Authors Learning to Market Themselves, also here on Facebook. There is some serious, helpful discussion going on there. Also, we want to say, do not forget to this hand right here. Rising Tide Publications. That's our page here on Facebook where we're also streaming live. Check out Rising Tide Publications. We have fresh content at least twice daily. And right now I made a special offer to some people. And Cindy, I hope it helps. And I'm going to be getting to everyone on that list eventually. So please be patient with me. And what else we got here? Sarn Art 76 for Bill Sarn's cool, super cool artwork. Thank you, Cindy Kep, for that last second plug there. I appreciate that. The artwork of Bill Sarn, amazing illustrations, magnificent memes, wacky watch parties, and lots of fun. So go to here on Facebook, Sarn Art 76, the artwork of Bill Sarn, where everything old is new again. And next is, when is the next time you're reading more of Santastein? Thank you for that question, Meredith. We will be doing it 1 week from today when Uncle Brian will read you. What are we at? I put it over here right in plain sight. No wonder I couldn't find it. Anyway, we will be reading chapter 6 next week of Santastein. I got my place marked. Let's pull this back. And don't forget, Santastein, my best-selling book. Seriously, this book has sold on 3 continents, and I'm very proud of it. And you'll love owning it too if you like laugh out loud laughs with a little bit of horror in it. Anyway, a lot of inappropriate humor. Check out Santastein, the Post-Holiday Prometheus, available on Amazon and Smashwords. Plus, if you contact me, I will send you a copy for $20. Autograph it, and you don't have to worry about the postage. I'll do it, and chances are I can get it in the mail within 24 hours, often the very same day. So contact me via Facebook Messenger and $20, and we'll tell you how to get a hold of me, or send it to my tip jar via my tip jar at paypal.me/Brian K. Morris, and leave a memo in there saying you want the book along with your home delivery address or your delivery address, and we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. Okay, that's Santastein, the Post-Holiday Prometheus. Chapter 6 will be next week, and we hope you'll be with us next week. We hope you'll be with us tomorrow, too, because we do this every day. Thank you, Meredith. I appreciate like Michaela Jade, I appreciate the plugs, too, in my own way. But anyway, again, Rising Tide Publications here on Facebook. Daily content at least twice a day. Right now, we've got a question going out. We'd love you to answer because we think we found an answer, and I want to share it with the cool people that take that initiative. Also, risingtide.pub. If you want to sign up for my monthly newsletter, that's the place to do it. Plus, we've got a full list of all the things we've done. You will dig it. Plus, don't forget that Tuesday night on Clever Title Pending, which is our second show here on the Book of Faces. Let's find the graphic for that. There we go. Clever Title Pending. This is where we talk about creativity and the business behind it. This coming Tuesday, we're going to have a roundtable discussion with newly minted authors, Rick Bradley and Teresa Dunn. We're going to talk about how they got into print, how they got into self-publication, getting published by others, and what they're planning to do now. And please bring your questions because this is a glorious time to pick their brains, all right? So anyway, we will have that Tuesday night, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. Also, the Oncon Network this week. We're going to talk about making conventions better, how to ruin your comics career, and the future of the comic industry, among other subjects. So check us out on the Oncon page here on Facebook at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. A lot of great fun. Also want to give out a shout out to our buddy, our dear friend, Henri Compon. Check out YouTube every day at 4 p.m. Watch both it and Oncon at the same time. Fill your head with warm, soapy knowledge. And he's got a great interview show. I was on last week, had a fantastic time. He's got a lot of wisdom. This guy's moved over 100,000 units of his comic book without Diamond's help. And let's see, what else have we got going? My tip jar, please don't forget that. I sure can't. Let's see. And that's it. Also want to remind everyone that we are working every day to this hand. I don't make myself a chart which hand to use. Drink. So anyway, I gotta make myself a chart to know the point of this thing. Nevermind the Furthermore. We are going to be on every day. Yes, every day at 10 a.m. Rain, sleet, or shine. Which we better not get any sleet because enough's happened already. And it looks like we are going to be, like I said, we are going to be doing this until we start doing shows again. Which right now looks like we are going to have a show every day until it looks like July 9th at this point. That we're on every day from July 9th until July 9th. So expect more me. But anyway, no. I am really glad I get to do this because it helps me as I hope it helps you. And thank you, Robert Beatty. # bring Cookie home. That's our goal. That is our goal at Rising Tide. Appreciate that, Robert. You're terrific. So anyway, and you're terrific too. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for tuning in every day. If you think somebody would get some benefit from the show, please send them a link to this, what we do here. We would love to have them here and join in the conversation, and hope you've enjoyed the conversation too. We will see you tomorrow morning on Nevermind the Furthermore with me, Brian K. Morris. And thank you to all of you for showing up. And we want to remind you all, stay smart, stay safe, wash your damn hands, and don't apologize for being awesome. Happy Mother's Day, one and all. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!